Okay, so sometimes the things don't match up. So in this equation, the x's, they are not the same, and the y's, they are not the same. So we can't just add or subtract these equations and get one of them to go away. So we're going to make them, we'll change them so that we can add or subtract and make one of them go away. And the way we're going to do that is by multiplying one of these equations by a number. In this case, if I multiply this bottom equation by 3, then my 5y will become negative 5y will become a negative 15y, and then I will be able to cancel out the y's. So let's do that. 7x minus 5y equals 17. And you multiply everything in there. So the whole thing multiplied by 3. So I'm multiplying that 3 by every single thing there. So 3 times 7 is 21x. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15y. And 3 times 17 is 51. And now I can bring in my other equation. I'll write this one in blue. Which is negative 2x plus 15y equals negative 32. And I can see that if I add these equations together, the y's will cancel out, so I'm going to add them together. 21 plus negative 2 is 19x. Negative 15 plus positive 15 is 0. And 51 plus negative 32 is 19. So when I divide by 19 on both sides, I find out that x equals 1. Now I will substitute that back in. I'll use this other equation now. And 7x minus 5y equals 17. Let's put x into the x and I can solve for y. 7 times 1 minus 5 times y equals 17. Minus 7 on both sides. Negative 5y equals 17 minus 7 is 10. Divide by negative 5, divide by negative 5, and y, I'm off the bottom. Y equals negative 2. So I made that all fit on the page. Okay. Next, I better check to make sure that's right. So I think my solution is the point 1, negative 2. Let's do a check. Put those values into both equations. So negative 2 times 1 plus 15 times negative 2 equals negative 32. That's true. 7. You can check it in your calculator if you would like. I'm confident enough that that's right, but I'm just going to keep going. 7 times 1 plus, nope, not plus, minus 5 times negative 2. That's negative 10. Oh, but it's minus negative 10, so it's like plus 10. So this is like 7, and this is basically minus negative 10, which is the same as plus 10, which is 17, just like it's supposed to be. Okay, so if things aren't looking like you can do elimination, you can multiply the equations by different factors, multiply everything in the equation. That's a trick you can use to make elimination work in more situations. Sometimes you need to multiply both equations, like this little bitty here. So, all right, let's color these up. We'll make the top one blue and the bottom one green. So, I got some choices here. I could try to eliminate the x's or the y's. I'm going to be multiplying both equations, so either one will work. I'm going to go with the y's because they're smaller numbers, and those will be easier to work with. So I can multiply on the top. I can multiply this 2y by 3 to get 6y, and on the bottom I can multiply by 2 to get 6y. So I'm going to make them both equal 6y by multiplying. So, so 3x plus 2y equals 1 is going to get multiplied by 3. Next will give me 9x plus 6y equals 3. Everything in the whole equation got multiplied by 3. And then, in my green equation, I'm going to multiply by 2. So I've got 2 times 4x plus 3y equals -2. Which gives me 8x plus 6y equals -4. Let's bring that over here so I can do my subtraction. 8x plus 6y equals -4. So I am going to subtract these equations. 9 take away 8 is just 1x. 6 take away 6 is 0. And 3 take away -4. That's minus -4. So it's like plus 4, so that's 7. Hey, x equals 7. Cool. Now I'll substitute that back into one of my equations. Let's just use the blue one. 3x plus 2y equals 1. Substitute my x. 3 times 7 plus 2y equals 1. 3 times 7 is 21, so I go minus 21, minus 21. That goes away. 2y equals 1 minus 21 is -20 divided by 2, y equals -10. Okay, so that's what I think my answer is. I think my answer is 7, -10. I think that's the point where the two lines cross. Let's check it. Um, 3 times 7 plus 2 times -10 equals 1. 3 times 7 is 21. -20. That does equal 1. Cool. 4 times 7 plus 3 times -10. That is 28, and that is -30. 28 plus -30 does equal -2. So both of those worked out. My equation is correct. My solution is correct. Okay, so sometimes you multiply one thing. Sometimes this is about as tricky as it gets when you have to multiply two things. But if you can multiply both equations, you can really make elimination work in almost any situation. So we got a couple problems to solve that involve multiplying. There might be more than one way to do it, so make sure you check your answers, and good luck with those.